This is Adam Gorney, the National Recruiting Director of Rivals, here with new Notre Dame commit Aamil Wagner, who maybe surprised a little bit of some people today, picking Notre Dame over Kentucky and Ohio State and some other schools. Aamil, when did you reach the decision that Notre Dame was definitely the right spot? Because I think a couple days ago we even talked and you said you were still a little torn about it.
I think I really reached the decision that morning, really. I know the night before I kind of prayed about it, talked to my siblings, my parents, and I was up to 1:30 in the morning actually talking about it. And I went to sleep, prayed on it, and then woke up that morning. I was about 95% sure. And then once I sat down on the table and was about to make my speech, I kind of realized where home was.
Last night when you were up late thinking about it and tossing around schools and stuff, take me inside of that. What were really the thinking? Was it Notre Dame, Kentucky, or was it something else? Kind of break that down and what you were kind of thinking.
I think it was mainly between Notre Dame, Kentucky, and Penn State. I
Yeah.
think those programs did a really good job of kind of selling me of why their school would be the best place. I think Kentucky did a great job of kind of establishing those deep, lasting relationships, especially with our position coach, Coach Mero, this head coach, and is the other people that be around me having like good relationship with me and make me feel comfortable. And I feel like Penn State and Notre Dame did the same thing. Really, what separated Notre Dame was the fact that if football were to end today, or if football doesn't progress past college, I feel like I'll be in the best position to be in Notre Dame.
Yeah. They talk about that 40-year decision. Some it might be cliche or whatever, but it's true too. I mean, a Notre Dame education is something special. When you went there, what is it like at Notre Dame for people who haven't been there? What's the feeling like and the development, especially along the offensive line? This isn't just, an academic decision. They have some very talented athletic offensive linemen there.
I think the feeling it's funny because it reminded me of home. I grew up in a small village, actually not even a city, about 2,000 less people. And I remember from the day I walked on the campus, it reminded me of my town. And
Mhm.
so the campus is beautiful. You can see a lot of people are tight knit, close, and just kind of high achieving people. But as long as it's not just academics, like you said, it's also about football. Notre Dame has one of the richest traditions, especially in the O line room. Quinn Nelson is probably one of my favorite players growing up, and guys like Michael Lynch, Ronnie Stanley, and others from the program have all been able to be developed at a high level in Notre Dame.
What's your relationship like with Coach Quinn? How much of a factor did that really play? And then how do they kind of see you in that offense?
I think I have a really good relationship with Coach Quinn. I know he did a kind of good job initially recruiting me. He was the only coach that actually took the time to sit down and make sure that's what my family offered, and just make sure it wasn't just offering me; he was offering the whole family opportunity of being a Notre Dame person. And so I was able to develop a relationship with him, and not just be purely football. We could talk about life, talking about how I'm feeling, how my day went, what's going on in my week, and just be able to talk to him anytime. And so that's really what this development relationship I had with him.
Turning down Kentucky must have been tough, though. A great relationship with that staff. Your brother's a coach there at a GA. One, is he upset? And two, how did you break the news to him? And how difficult was it turning those guys down?
I think it was really difficult. Like I said earlier, Kentucky did a great job of kind of just establishing long-lasting relationships, and one that I really kind of really considered through the entire process. And I think it was just I broke the news to him what when he found out on the when I played up the hat, but really he wasn't sad at all. I know from the beginning of the process, he just kind of said, choose what's best for you and don't worry about him at Kentucky and don't worry about other people because it's me who has to be in a position. And so he was proud of me, gave me a big hug, and just said, just give me some advice, just look out and be safe. And so I think it was hard turning him down, but I feel like I made the right decision.
Great. Again, this is four-star offensive tackle Emil Wagner here with Adam Gorney for Rivals.com.